Hey there guys, Raj here, back again, again with a initial impressions video, and again this fragrance has been sent to me by a fellow reviewer, Carl Pearson. Thank you very much for the bunch of samples you sent me. If you haven't checked it out, I just did a video on By Kilian's single malt. This one is going to be from the house of Prada, and this one is Luna Rossa Sport. So I have done a review on Luna Rossa. So the sport flanker, inevitably there's going to be a sport flanker, and this is, quite similar, I think, to the original. But I will go into that in a second. Basically, the notes for this are: the top, you've got ginger and juniper berries. In the heart, there's tonka bean and vanilla. And in the base, there is lavender. So I've worn this a couple of times, and I've just done a fresh spray of this. And yeah, you know what? It's a nice fragrance. I think Prada makes some good stuff. I often get questions when people find out that I'm into fragrances, and they always say, what do you recommend? What are some of the best ones out there? Inevitably, I'll end up recommending like a designer fragrance or something from Acqua di Parma, depending on whether they're willing to spend that much, or maybe something from Creed or something like that. But also from Prada, I would definitely say check out Prada Amber Pour Homme, the extreme version of that. Luna Rossa is good, this is good, Infusion D'Homme is good, Infusion de Vetiver, all solid fragrances, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure that this sport release is the most needed, really, because I don't really see that much difference to the original, which was a nice enough pleasant fragrance, very inoffensive, not that the most exciting fragrance. This continues down that path. I get this typical it's kind of like a kind of dry powdery lavender. It's like a baby powder accord. There's a white musk accord, which reminds me a lot of the Body Shop's white musk fragrance. There's ginger and juniper. Vanilla, not really, to be honest. Very, very difficult to pinpoint those notes. Definitely a designer tonka bean. Tonka bean, the way it's used in mainstream fragrances, is very different to actually what it actually smells like. But there is this kind of generic sort of, slightly powdery, beany type accord, kind of. It's more of a generic freshness, which is not really a bad thing, but it's not a good thing at the same time. I actually prefer the original. I would recommend the original over this. I don't really see how this is better, or it's kind of pointless, really. But what I would say is, if I'm just judging it on scent alone after a couple of wearings, I think it's a nice fragrance. I think it does work. If you are going to go out and try this one and the original, and if you like this one, go for it. I think it will do the same job as the original. It's going to be good for work, casual, you will smell good. It's very easy to wear. And I do like the dry down, actually. This kind of white musk, powdery lavender accord is quite subtle, quite stripped back, a nice sophisticated scent to have. One that can be worn around a lot of people without worrying about, are people going to like this? Are they going to dislike it? Are they going to find it too much? Nice, well-balanced fragrance. Nothing exciting. No notes in here make me want to, explore the fragrance even more and I have to get a full bottle or anything like that. I've smelt it before in other Prada fragrances. I've smelt something like this in maybe something from Chanel, the Allure Homme line, although that is a little bit different, admittedly. But yeah, I mean, it's another solid, stripped back, kind of quite simple, elegant fragrance from Prada. I'm not sure they need another one of those, but that is the house style. I think it's definitely worth checking out. In a sea of, excuse the pun, kind of overly sweet mainstream fragrances, this is a nice divergence away from that. So check it out, definitely. And what are your thoughts on this fragrance if you have? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Whatever you have to say, say it. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.